I am just Allie. Welcome to my channel. This is another one of the HR series, and today we are here to talk about the weed dilemma. So of course I have notes because, as you know, I'm a rambler. One day I am going to put on some makeup, get glam for these videos, but y'all know this is not a beauty guru channel, so this is what it is. It's a Sunday morning. I just took down my Christmas decorations. Don't judge me. So I'm hot, I'm flashing. But anyway, so let's talk about the weed dilemma. And this is a disclaimer. I am not making a judgment on you or your smoking habits. I am not commentating on my loud fan. No, I'm not commentating for or against legal marijuana. I'm not telling you to stop, nor am I encouraging you to start smoking marijuana. I am not a doctor. I am not giving you the benefits or the side effects of using. I'm not giving you negative health repercussions of usage. This is only from an HR perspective. That is the only thing. So this is for if you are job searching, looking for a job. If you know someone who is looking for a job, then share this information with them. First, now that this disclaimer is passed, know the law in your state. If it is against the law in your state, then it is a crime. And that's simple. You're making a choice, no judgment. Do you, boo? Do they still say that? God, I'm old. Anyway. I think we're up to 11 states that allow recreational uses of marijuana and 33 states plus the District of Columbia that allow medical usage, with some of those states allowing like limited medical usage. So which state do you live in? I live in a limited medical usage state. So know the states. Also, at the federal level, marijuana still remains a Schedule I classified substance. So that means that it is illegal, which means that if you work for a federal job, no matter what state you live in, you will be drug tested and it is illegal. You cannot smoke it. You cannot test positive for marijuana usage if you work for a federal job. Doesn't matter what state you live in, okay? If you work for a job that's considered a safety job, so that would be like transit job, rail job, police, correction officers, any of those top jobs that are considered safety jobs. Those jobs are also jobs that require drug testing, and you cannot test positive for marijuana. If you work for a job that has a federal contract or a federal grant, I don't know why my dog is whining. Excuse her. Come on, Gabby. Come on. This is Gabby. I don't know if you can see her. If you work for a job that has a federal contract, those jobs are required to have drug testing, and you cannot test positive for marijuana in those jobs either. So all of that out of the way. If you don't work for a safety job, if you don't work for a federal job, if you don't work for a job that has a federal grant or contract, then chances are you're not going to get drug tested. And if you do, it won't matter. Okay. Even in states where it's not legal to smoke marijuana, most of those states don't do drug testing or don't test for marijuana anyway. And more companies are moving away from a zero tolerance policy, just because more and more states are moving to having a medical marijuana state law. Most people who use cannabis hold jobs responsibly, just like most people who drink alcohol responsibly, hold jobs responsibly. And so for the very, very, very small, teeny tiny population that has a problem with usage, the best practices are probably the same best practices that there would be for any other drug abuse. Just as you would not tolerate drinking at work, you would not tolerate usage of marijuana or any other substance at work. And I'm pretty sure you would freak out if you went into surgery and your doctor was drunk, or you went into surgery and your doctor was, high. Eyes be so low from that chiefin'. Was that Beyonce, Kelly? One of them.
Eyes be so low from that chiefin'.
You wouldn't want that. By the same token, I wouldn't want to go into Starbucks and my barista was high and messed up my caramel macchiato. So you smoke responsibly. If you are in a state where it is legal to have recreational use, you don't go to work high, you don't show up high, and managers in those states are being trained to look for the signals. If you show up to work high, they will probably ask you the very simple question of, do you need help? Because if you're coming to work under the influence of anything, then they're going to think that there is a problem, and they're going to ask you if you need to be if you need help, if you need to be put into a counseling program or get some counseling for usage. My advice would be say yes, because if you're showing up to work high or under the influence of any substance, then you do need help, because most people that smoke responsibly, just as most people who drink don't show up to work drunk. It's just getting really, really tricky because laws are changing so rapidly. With the laws changing in the states so rapidly, every year there's a ballot on with elections that want to make it legal for recreational use in the state or legal for medical use in the state. So the laws are changing rapidly and companies are trying to keep up. I'm not sure when if the federal law is going to change, but currently, like I said, if you work for a federal job, doesn't matter what state you're in, they do have a drug testing policy, and you cannot test positive for marijuana if you're working for a federal job. Anyway, that is it. That is the weed dilemma. If you are looking for a job, hopefully you'll find this video useful. Thumbs up. If you know someone who is looking for a job, particularly those college graduates that are in their last semester of college, getting ready to go out and look for a job, share this video with them, because they need to get it out of their system before they go on that job hunt based on what type of job they're looking for, whether that company is, federally contracted or considered a safety job or any of those things. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Check out the other videos in the HR series. I will link them below, and stay tuned for upcoming videos in the HR series. Say bye, Gabby. Bye. Oh, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.